Hello, I'm Toycat, and welcome back to Let's Play Monday. This is a weekly series I run every Monday where I do a Let's Play. The name's actually pretty good at explaining that. Anyway, yeah, this is episode 18 of the TU33 Let's Play, and in this particular episode, I'm going to be doing stuff involving the packed ice I got last time. If you don't recall, we destroyed an entire ice spikes biome, and that means we have an entire chest full of packed ice. In fact, let me go show you it. It's a lot to go look at, and this means we need to work it into something. And I was thinking about exactly what we could build with it, and then I realized, you know, we have one other block that we have a bunch of, because whenever I go mining now, because I have a silk touch pickaxe, all I end up getting is a bunch of stone. It doesn't turn into cobblestone, it goes straight into stone, and this means I have a bunch of stone and a bunch of packed ice. And these two blocks, I put them side by side. I mean, you can kind of see like they've got a very, very different contrast, but it means we can kind of make like a industrial slash modern build mixed with like a super Eskimo slash I don't even know what else build, but colourful and also modern. Maybe we'll have a good idea here, maybe not. That's what we'll find out in today's video. So while we build this thing, which is going to be kind of fun, I'm going to be talking about a bunch of different random life updates and also the Finland thing last time. And just kind of follow-ups like that yeah, hopefully you'd all enjoy. If you do, please do like the video and let me know, because it helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like the Let's Plays. I want to see more of them. Anyway, yeah, let's get straight into it, shall we? So let's start by, I guess, building the thing. We placed a stone block here, and now I'm not sure where to continue. You know, this stone block, though, it's pretty good start to build, because one of the big problems I had with working out where to put this build is that if you look at this building is just off from every other building, because every other building is roughly 15 by 15, so that's that, but this is just 7 by 7, so there's a bunch of empty space around it, but I did work out this is where whatever I'm going to build should start, and it goes that direction and that direction. So yeah, with that said, let's start by placing a packed ice block next to it, and ooh, yeah, this build is off to a really solid start today. So I'll be honest, I actually did have a little bit of an idea as to what to build here, because, okay, so let's just place 15 blocks this way, because that's our max we can go. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15, and then we'll place it up there, because it goes in the hill. But yeah, like, I have a little bit of an idea as to what I want to build, because, you know, I was thinking, because I was in London, and I saw the Shard. If you don't know, the Shard is a really famous London site, even though it's owned by, I think it's owned by the Qatarian government, so it really, technically, arguably isn't a London site, but it's in London, and it's a pretty big site, because you can see the whole thing. And while I was, you know, while I saw the thing, I was like, you know what would make that building a lot cooler? If you want to look it up, you can. If it was made from ice, like frozen style, because also we're going to count again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then there should be 15, and then we'll do a diagonal check, and it looks like the building's fine. Okay, but yeah, I was thinking, you know, it would be way cooler if the building was made from ice, because, you know, yeah, again, frozen style, because, I mean, to me at the very least, if I don't know, if you're gonna have a building that looks kind of crystallite, it's kind of cool if you make it from stuff that looks kind of like glass, but it's way cooler if you make it from either glass itself or you make it from ice. I get in the real world we can't make things from ice, although I guess probably in some parts of like Finland you can. By the way, I'm gonna go to Finland later, by the way. But yeah, I guess in some parts of like super cold countries you might be able to, but probably not in the middle of London. Although I reckon, you know, ice. There's got to be a way to, you know, okay, so if in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory they made a building made of chocolate, or at least in the modern version, then I guess in London they can make a building made of ice. Again, that's my historical source for why this is a good idea. Anyway, so yeah, now you can see, as we go along here, we've got kind of the thing I wanted to go for. So we've got the, you know, the ice being the main part of the building, but then also there's going to be a hole around here somewhere. There always is, but if we make the ice be the main part of the building, but then use the stone kind of like either a scaffolding or like, you know, kind of like the outline blocks, I think we get this really nice pattern we've got here. So if we just finish up down here, I think we actually end up with this pretty nice pattern that we can see here. Maybe it needs a bit more work than that. Maybe the corner shouldn't be made out of this. But right now I can look at this and be like, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like these are big planes of glass, except you can't see through them. Yeah, they're like glass you can't see through, all the best characteristics of glass. And yeah, okay, it's not too bad. So the big thing about this that made me think, like, is that going to be a good idea? Is something we're going to test now, though, because I wanted to kind of curve it upward, or not curve it upwards, just have it go upwards, but not in a curve. Because, again, this is maybe going for an entirely different building style, but I figured if we slowly build upwards as we do this, so let's grab another stack of stone. We've only got a few of these. But yeah, if we do this, and now we do the exact same thing, then it will slowly go inwards, and it will, one, give us an almost pyramid-y shape, which then the Egyptians are down with this. So, you know, if anyone's staying in Toycat Town, then if they're, you know, from a cold country, they'll be fine. If they're from Egypt, they'll be fine, which is I don't know, most of the countries in the world, right? But yeah, if we then do this, then we got, like, as you can see, it's going to kind of look like a pyramid, but if we kind of play around with the way we do it, so we make it non-standard each time, we could maybe make a cool kind of tower building thing, because if you look at that, imagine that going all the way to the top. I think that's a cool idea, because then you could also, again, we're going to make it a hotel, I think we just said mentally there. If we make it a hotel, then that way we could make the fancier rooms on the smaller floors, which seems like the opposite of logic, but it's what we're going with today. Anyway, yeah, so place some blocks across here. And yeah, the same thing's going to apply. And if we just keep working on that, and that's something like that. So for the most part, I don't think there's too much I need to say about the building. We're just going to work on it as we go along and see what happens, because that's always a fun way to do things, right? But yeah, so while we actually build this, I wanted to talk about a few things that a lot of people, ask from time to time, and that, I have mentioned myself. And the first one is actually Finland, because I did mention I was in Finland, and a lot of people wished me a happy Finland, which at first I was confused. I was like, oh yeah, thank you. Then I realized I think I asked for it in the video. So yeah, thank you to everyone who did that and whatnot. It's always appreciated. And as to the question of did I have a happy Finland, yes, I actually did. It's a pretty cool country. Although, because again, everyone's always asking like travel updates of where I'm going next, because they want me to go to country X or country Y. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from like traveling to other countries for a bit now, only because one, I realized I have been to like 7 countries this year already. I think I went in January to Slovakia and Austria and Ireland, and then in February I went to Norway and Ukraine, and then I just went to Estonia and Finland. It's just like, that's a lot of countries, doing pretty well already. Maybe I can take a break from this. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that, because the other point is something I mentioned 6 months ago, and people have been asking every now and then. It's actually a house update thing. So yeah, if you don't know, I currently live with my parents, because I'm saving to buy, or I was saving to buy, wait, I guess I technically am still saving to buy a house and whatnot, and the whole thing was finished in like October, but the bank were like, what, I don't really understand this whole job thing, but now it's all fixed. I'm actually listed, they did this, not me by the way, but I'm actually listed as a I have a really bizarre job title, like I'm a producer / film director, and I just decided, that's whatever. That's if you want to call me that, you can. So yeah, now the whole thing's going ahead. I think that they think a director's gonna live in wherever they're gonna live, and maybe that's a bad thing, but whatever. That's that, and that's something I'm gonna be doing, and that's why I can't be going out of the country too much, because I've missed so many houses that just went missing while I was on one of these little things, and instead of I guess this is something I should focus on. So yeah, that's my next kind of focus in life right now, as well as just catching up a bunch of other random stuff that needs to be done. And yeah, that's that. So okay, if you look here, we've now done 3 of the same height in the row. Like we basically copy pasted like a cake on top of another cake. Well, it's not copy pasting with cakes, but we basically made a cake, put on top of another cake, so on and so forth. Oh, we need a way down, so let's just remove these 2 blocks. And now I want to go see what it looks like, because yeah, you can see it. We got kind of like the pyramid shape going, but I think we need to maybe alter it as we go up, because if we do this so on and so on, we'll just end up with looking like a bizarrely square castle. So to avoid the bizarrely square castle, I guess what we should do instead is also just eat another piece of bread. I've been loving bread since that vegetarian part of the challenge we did in the live stream recently. But yeah, to avoid the bizarre castle look, I guess we just alter it a little bit and make it more unique. So this will be floor 1's in there somewhere, then floor 2, and this will be floor 2, I guess, and then we'll just make floor 3 super decadent and bizarre, and that should make things better, or much, much worse. And as long as you're making it better or worse, it's good. Like if you're just sitting there remaining neutral, then that's that's going nowhere. But if you're going downhill, it's at least exciting, right? No, is that terrible life advice? I think it is. But yeah, so a few little updates from a Finland thing, because a few people were again asking. Is also I tried to go skiing, but it was too warm that year, and not enough snow was near the city. I'd have to go hours out, and I just find it kind of funny that it was a warm year in Finland, and it was March, so it's not even winter, and it was very rarely above 0 degrees, so above the point of freezing if you know your Celsius instead of Fahrenheit, and yeah, that was just kind of nuts if you ask me. They're like, oh yeah, pretty warm here. Like the guy who rented me the apartment I stayed in, I was just like, yeah, pretty warm. And then obviously, apparently, pretty warm means 1 degree Celsius in Finland sometimes. So yeah, that was that whole thing. It's kind of a shame actually that like the skiing season is kind of over and for another 6 months, because I kind of only went to one other country to do it, and I don't know. 2017, I'm gonna learn to snowboard or something. Because the thing about skiing, right? I don't know if this is a common sport that people do. Because it's only one I got into in the last like 6 months or so. But yeah, the thing about skiing is that I don't know. Like I recently just thought like, if these legs go over each other, I'm gonna break both my legs and be stuck on a mountain. And I realized when you have a snowboard, you can hurt yourself on a snowboard, but it's probably not going to be as bad, or at least again, it doesn't actually have the same fear to it. So I think I'm going to learn to snowboard for 2017. That's going to be my goal for that whole thing. And yeah, that's that. Although learning to actually do these things is very, very like I guess I understand why. Actually, you have to like make a bunch of fake ice. Oh, actually, that leads back to my previous point. So there are places in the UK, as well as I assume anywhere, where you can kind of ski indoors because they have all the thing, and they actually make loads of fake snow in there. So if they can make these buildings where there's fake snow and fake ice, then that means this building could exist in the real world, and therefore the shards should have been made out of ice. So yeah, you can see, I think after this, we just have something crazy on top, because, yeah, okay, so what I'm thinking is like a Tetris T-shape on top of that, just to kind of mix things up, and it could ruin everything we work towards, or it could make something cool. Because this is going to be, like, every two of these little chunks is going to be a floor. So that means that this is floor 2 over here. And then above this, yeah, we'll do a bizarre Tetris T-shape. And it'll be, like, the coolest, like, I don't know, fancy suite for, like, special guests to stay in. Again, it doesn't make any sense, because there's no guests in this world. But, sometimes you gotta, I'd say it's suspending disbelief. But I guess in this case, it's creating disbelief. For the sake of it. And that's what we're doing just over here. So, finish up this last floor, which actually is going to waste most of our stone resources. So maybe the top can be made entirely out of packed ice. I'm not sure that's that. So yeah, that's I think that's an update on the house thing. Working on it right now, doing like house things and stuff. It's like kind of heartbreaking because as soon as you get attached to a place, like it just vanishes and it's like I can't ever live there now. Like one place even. I went to go view it, and the owner just decided, I love the place too much. Because it's funny, whenever there's a place, they always have like a description. In this description by the owner, they're like basically it mentioned how much they love the place like 15 different times, and like how sad they were to sell it. And then it turns out they're just not selling it. And a part of me makes me think that's like someone who loves their house so much they want to like reassure themselves it's good by pretending it's for sale. Because I don't know if there's actually fees for pretending to sell a house. But I can't imagine there is until you set it, right? But either way. So pro tip for anyone out there. If you have a house you really love and you're not sure if it's actually very good, you can sell it, or you can pretend to sell it and see if people are interested. And if they are, that means you have a nice house. So I think that's a life pro tip there. Okay, so now, because we only have 15 stone left, do we have any other blocks that will make sense? No, okay, we're going to make this top thing entirely out of packed ice. And it should be kind of cool, or should be terrible. So first of all, we'll work on a little bit of a roof. So we'll go inwards 1 block like this. So just all the way along, I guess. Should we make it 1 block or more than 1 block? I'm not decided yet. So just 1 block inwards, nice and easy to do. Just like that. And then from here, we'll make like a big thing come out of it. So, oh yeah, this can be the walls up. So then we'll make like a big thing, and it's gonna be a Tetris T-shape, but like a 3D T-shape. Or maybe I can make it like a, like a T-shape, but 3D, so it goes in all directions. Again, not entirely even sure what we're doing here. Just kind of playing it by ear. And then, okay, so place all this around here. I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be good. Okay, the other life update is Finland was nice, and so was Estonia, by the way. I wish I'd had more time there. I went to this place that was like, it was themed on the 1500s, so like, basically they tried to pretend the whole thing was, so they had these really old inn menus that listed things and random stuff, and I was just a real big fan of it, because the way they advertise this place is, because it is, based in the 1500s or whatever, they just have a guy go out and, he talks to you about some of the funny things that used to happen in Estonia, and then he'd be like, so I have this coin. If you show it to the restaurant over there, then they'll see that you're a very good merchant and that you deserve a discount. And yeah, I was impressed by that, and it actually works. I got a free drink or something. Yeah, I got a free, I think it was schnapps or something. But either way, pretty good advertising campaign. That's another useful little tip right here. If you need to advertise your restaurant, just pretend you're from the 1500s, because that's way more interesting than like whatever people do otherwise. Anyway, so yeah, now we make it kind of go in each direction from here. So I guess this way. Oh wait, because we see how many blocks it's gone up. It's gone 6 blocks up. So now we make it go 5 blocks this direction. Is that 5? That is 5. And then 5 blocks in the other direction. And we got ourselves a T-shaped building. Technically, this does go onto the pathway, so it's gonna... Oh, no, it doesn't go onto the pathway. It goes onto the block itself. And then we look at it from outside, and we see if we've made an abomination. And maybe we need to go fix that. Or maybe we've done something pretty good. I'm hoping it's the second one there, but you can never be too sure. So we'll also just for the sake of... Oh, that's gone. Just for the sake of a little bit of variety, because you can't have too much one block, we'll do these in the corners here. So just so it looks different at least. And then we go 5 blocks this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, this should be stone, not packed ice. Then we try and pick this block up. We don't pick the block up. It goes to the floor. But you know, we got enough of it that we can just make spillages like that, and it's gonna be fine. Again, made the exact same mistake here. Place some stone instead. Place some stone. Can I reach that? I can't reach that. I'm more used to the Pocket Edition where you can like reach way further than anyone humanly should be able to. And I think I prefer that system. Anyway, yeah, now you can see, if we just fill this up on the inside, this could have been the worst thing I've ever done. And then we actually have to do it on one side, just a bunch of blocks, so we'll just so we can see what it looks like. Okay, so go along this whole thing. We will make it like 4 blocks up, and then someone can live in here and stuff. But yeah, 3 blocks I think will probably be enough for this exact diagram. Or not diagram, exact little trail. And then boom, when we go outside to look at it, it should be beautiful. You know, beautiful is definitely an overstatement, but you know, it should at least be unique and cool, right? Okay, let's give it a look. I'm worried. I'm really worried because this might undermine everything I've ever done in life. Oh, I like it. It's the Toy Cat Tower. It's not a very good T. Yeah, the stone is terrible. The stone is a bad idea. I'm gonna go remove the stone. But if you ignore the stone, which is a big ask, but if you ignore the stone, and if we made that a better T, yeah, I like it. So this is the Eskimo / Japanese people / Egyptian hotel. It's got a little bit of a pyramid in there. It's very icy, so if you're from anywhere with lots of ice, you'll feel at home. And it's also a little modern, so everyone else in the world who is from the 21st century might just like it. However, anyone who's from the 15th century in any country that's not Japan or like Iceland might be a little bit sad. Either way though, not too bad in general. So I'm just going to go up. I'm going to fix the monstrosity. So we'll place a block there just for the sake of it. I'm just going to remove these things because they look so out. That's not good. Oh, there's ice here though. So yeah, that was a bad idea. If we go up and we fix that, I reckon we'll have a nice build by the end here. That's what I really reckon. So how do I guess I probably should fix these things on the inside and then make a staircase. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll fix it here and then make an internal staircase because although these blocks are nice, I probably shouldn't be relying on them. And then we'll do the same just over here. Place up the block. I think that's all of my stone gone. Yes, it is. So that means we can't do this corner, but that's fine. And now we'll just go up and we'll finish it up and try to fix that kind of painful thing because I really do think that we have something here. It's not the best thing. It's a very off-shaped T, but besides that, you know, we can be like, it's the Toy Cat Towers. You know, Donald Trump has the Trump Towers, and I'm sure everyone agrees that those buildings are very nice. Right? Is that how this works? Yeah. So if we just place these instead, and then should we make it like just 2 blocks tall, a really cramped like a master suite? Because the thing about it is if you have a really fancy building, you have to give everyone a real lack of space because that's kind of how things work. And I guess in this case, we'll do that to the max. So just the 4th block above here will also be the roof. I'm actually going to use up all the packed ice on this, so I guess I better like it because I'll just go destroy another one. Worst case scenario. But yeah, if I don't like it, I might have to destroy this building and take all the packed ice. I guess I could always replace it with like blue stained glass. In fact, what use does packed ice have over blue stained glass besides being like... It's like tinted windows where you can't see out of it. But in this case, it means light won't get in, which... I don't know, a lot of people do like light in their buildings. But maybe they're just being too fussy. Either way, though, just gotta finish up... I'm really terrified I'll just fall off. Finish up the ceiling. Which actually, do we need a ceiling? We don't need a ceiling. Because this is the only way to get light in. So, this actually should give light to the entire tower. And now we've got ourselves an amazing... okay, we can make these because they're internal, out of stone. And we got ourselves, like, the Toy Cat Tower, and it's pretty nice. I just need to work out how to get out of this place, actually. So we're going to have to crouch, place the block there. This is going to be painful, by the way, but it's all I can do. Or eat just to make sure we don't die. And then we'll check how high up we are. Yeah, we should survive this. Yes, we did. And yes, that was what I've built today. Okay, wait, we'll give it a look. It might be a lot better now. Actually, if we just don't turn around, we can pretend it's amazing. Okay, you know what, let's look. This is the Toy Cat Hotel. As you can see, it is beautiful. It is modern architecture at its best. And, you know, honestly, I kind of like the T. It looks like a Tetris T, but it's also a TT, kind of. And, you know, yeah, I'm down with that. So, I hope you did all enjoy today's episode. We built this thing. I think you might have learned something about selling your house, or Finland. Oh, by the way, Finland, the final little fun fact is Finland in Finnish is called Suomi, and it's one of those countries where, like, their name for their country and our name for their country just don't match up at all. It's like Japan and Nippon, and I think that's actually, yeah, I think they're the craziest ones. But yeah, some useful words that might have helped you in there somewhere. If you liked it, let me know. If you're wondering about when we're going back to the other half of the Let's Play, because some people are, I imagine we'll probably, like, maybe 25 episodes in or something, we'll do that, because I really want to go back there too. So, yeah, we'll make that happen at some point. But for now, the city is going to keep on progressing. So thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye.